some breaking news for you.
Good morning, Notre Dame.
You're going to want a rain jacket.
Notre Dame men's basketball
coming out of the East region.
And can you get me a gym time?
Not only that, it was a shutout, of course.
For NDTV, I'm Abby Urban.
Good morning and welcome to ND Sunrise. I'm Lyric Medeiros.
And I'm Abby Urban.
We hope you all are having a wonderful week. Our semester is slowly coming to an end with just a few weeks left until finals. Let's finish strong. As always, let's check that COVID dashboard.
Yesterday, the university reported 4 cases for a semester total of 1,505. The 7-day moving average is 2.3 cases per day.
We hope that our Notre Dame community continues to stay safe even with these lower numbers. We will be sure to keep you updated as many students begin receiving their second dose of the vaccine.
Now we take it to Jillian Randle, who has an update for us on national politics. Jillian?
Thank you, Lyric and Abby. The murder trial of Derek Chauvin came to a close last Tuesday when the jury reached a verdict after a mere 2 days and 10 hours of deliberation. The 12-member jury found 45-year-old Chauvin guilty of all 3 charges of second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and manslaughter after 3 weeks of testimony and 45 witnesses. News reports say that the jurors remained still, somber, and quiet as the verdict was read. After the judge revoked his bail, Chauvin was taken out of the courtroom in handcuffs and placed into custody of the Hennepin County Sheriff. The conviction prompted major celebrations in Minneapolis, the nation, and around the world. Outside the courthouse and at the scene of Mr. Floyd's murder, hundreds of people gathered and cheered as the news was announced. Crowds threw money in the air as they chanted George Floyd's name and all 3 counts. This scene was not alone, as it replicated in cities all across the United States. New Yorkers cheered from their apartments, North Carolinians marched, and San Franciscans hugged. President Biden eventually addressed the verdict, saying, quote, "It was a murder in the full light of day, and it ripped off the blinders for the whole world to see the systemic racism. This can be a giant step forward in the march toward justice in America," unquote. On Friday, April 30th, President Joe Biden reaches his 100th day of office. The 100th day of a presidency is a particular landmark for administrations because it's seen as a benchmark of a president's efficacy in office. The nation's eyes are on the president in these first days, so it's time to take definitive actions as they set the tone for the next 4 years and beyond. Since his first day in office, President Biden moved fast as he comprehensively overturned Trump policies and issued 42 executive actions, more than any other president since FDR. He has reversed 62 Trump orders through executive action, undoing more than twice as many orders in the first 100 days than the last 3 presidents combined. The steps aren't necessarily seen as positive by everyone, though. Many see them as further polarizing our nation rather than uniting Americans, a primary promise that he ran on. NPR writes, quote, "Though he may have campaigned on bringing bipartisan back to Washington, much of his early focus, at least, has been on policies he can implement on his own, such as measures to revoke the permit for the Keystone Pipeline, requiring masks on federal property, and continuing a ban on the evictions amid the coronavirus pandemic," unquote. With that said, 538 reports President Biden's approval rating at around 53%, already better than Donald Trump's ratings on any day of his presidency. Still, this approval is relatively low compared to past presidents at their 100-day marks, with President Obama at 63% and President Bush at 69%. Since Inauguration Day, there's been a growth of 1.2 million jobs. Yet, while certainly progressing, nearly 10 million Americans are still out of work. The unemployment rate is stagnant at about 2.5 points more than pre-pandemic. COVID-19 cases are down a whole 73% since taking office. New daily cases have dropped from an average of 199,000 to 54,000. This progress has won Biden much praise, as the coronavirus was one of his primary platforms which he ran on. Additionally, he doubled his original goal of vaccinations. 200,000 Americans have now been vaccinated. All adults are now eligible to receive the vaccine, with 54% of the adult population having received at least more than one dose, while more than 95 million, or about 37% of the adult population, are now fully vaccinated. As his administration works on a vaccine passport initiative, lawmakers in the United States of more than 40 states have introduced legislation that would forbid vaccine mandates and vaccine passports, arguing that it's a freedom of choice and that requiring a vaccine to enter common spaces and events would be government outreach. Finally, President Biden has now made 11 judicial nominations. There are currently 77 vacancies and 27 judges who have announced that they will step down. He still has a long road ahead of him if he plans to beat Trump's 220 confirmed judges, a historic overhaul of the judiciary. For NDTV, with the latest balanced news from South Bend, Washington, and around the world, this is Jillian Randle. Until next time.
Thanks, Jillian. We appreciate you keeping us updated, and really interesting to look at all of those nominees as well.
Absolutely. I like those pictures in there, especially with the George Floyd trial. I think it's very touching to see everyone embracing and coming together after that trial.
Completely agree.
Absolutely. Well, you know what this weekend is? The blue and gold game.
Yes.
Notre Dame football will be showing us how it's done, facing each other in a football game. The blue and gold game will be this Saturday, May 1st at 12:30 p.m. in the stadium. Students are welcome to come and cheer on the Notre Dame football team. Seating will be a first-come, first-served basis, so make sure you get there early to secure a spot. Elise Dohoney gives us more on the blue and gold game, as well as what's going on in Irish sports. Elise.
Good morning, Notre Dame. Here's what you have to look forward to this weekend in Irish sports. The spring sports season is winding down for all of our athletes. Tomorrow, the Irish women's lacrosse team will play in the ACC Championship semifinals at noon. You can watch on the ACC network. The Irish baseball squad is staying in South Bend to take on UNC at 5 o'clock. Head on over to the baseball field before their season wraps up. And there are a bunch of home competitions this coming Saturday. Starting off, the Irish track and field team is hosting the Bob Harris Open all day long. Our men's lacrosse team takes on Syracuse at home at noon. And the Irish softball team has a double-header against Charlotte at home at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And make sure to check out the baseball team as they host their second game against UNC at 2 p.m. Finally, the Fighting Irish round out the weekend, hopefully with the women's lacrosse team playing in the ACC Championship game at noon. Again, you can watch on the ACC network. The Irish baseball team will also be finishing off their series against UNC at 1 p.m. And of course, do not miss the blue and gold game this Saturday. There is nothing better than spring football. Notre Dame, St. Mary's, and Holy Cross students will receive free admission to the blue and gold game on Saturday, May 1st at 12:30 p.m. at Notre Dame Stadium. Gate E, as in Elise, is the only designated entry point for students, and a valid student ID must be presented upon entry. As always, head on over to UND.com for all things Irish sports, or just check back in with me every Thursday and I'll give you the updates. For ND Sunrise, I'm Elise Dohoney. Have a great day, everyone, and go Irish.
Thank you, Elise. We are looking forward to the blue and gold game. It'll be nice to see some football again.
Absolutely, and Lyric will be there hosting, so if you'd like to catch her, make sure to go and see that. She'll do an amazing job.
Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you. Well, moving on to some weather. On Monday, it was all sunshine and blue skies with a high of 80 degrees, but yesterday we experienced some rain. Chloe Stafford explains this change in weather and tells us what we should expect for our weather forecast. Chloe.
Hello, everyone. The last few days here in South Bend have been hot. Is it finally summer? Not quite. But for now, here's your weather for this week. And let's get started with today. This morning will be pretty cloudy and high humidity that will stay throughout the day. The high today will be 57 and the low will be 43. But by the afternoon, there will be a 50% chance of showers. However, at night, the rain will clear, but the humidity will not. Be prepared for the 77% humidity coming tonight. Now, the upcoming week as a whole. As you can see, we get a lot of rain later in the week. But tomorrow, Friday, calls for all sun and clear skies. And just in time for the blue and gold game comes warmer temperatures with a high of 80 for this weekend. The beginning of next week, we'll have a ton of rain. even some potential thunderstorms as well. Also, Monday is the first day of May, so let's hope this rain goes away because everyone knows April showers bring May flowers. That's all I have for now.
Thank you, Chloe. It's good to see all of those high temperatures, although the rain is a little difficult.
Absolutely, but I did see that 80-degree weather day.
Yes, that is something to look forward to.
Yes,
that'll be good.
Looking forward to that Sunday. We've already talked about the blue and gold game happening this weekend, but what other events can we look forward to? If you want to prepare your mind and body for the upcoming weeks of projects, exams, and papers, make sure to stop by the Student Union Board's Finals Stress Relievers today, April 29th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on South Quad. Don't miss out on a chance to win gift cards, Chick-fil-A, and more.
Oh, that sounds like a good one.
I love
I'll
Chick-fil-A.
have to stop by. Me too. And another week brings another night of Acoustic Cafe. Come support our community's talented performers by stopping by Library Lawn tonight from 9 to 11 p.m. You will be blown away by the amount of talent here.
There truly
Seriously.
is so much talent, and
Yes.
Acoustic Cafe puts a spotlight on those
Yes,
students.
it's a perfect way to do that.
Yes, and it's fun to just hang out with some friends and enjoy some music.
Yes, I agree.
If you're looking for more events tomorrow, make sure to check out Video Game Night and Food Trucks. Again, on Library Lawn, there will be an opportunity to play Mario Kart and a delicious assortment of treats from 7 to 11 p.m.
Perfect. Then on Saturday, you can attend Irish Fest with events from 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. On Library Lawn, you can find free food, a live band, photo ops, and giveaways. And if you have the choice of watching lacrosse, softball, baseball, or track and field at the athletic venues all across campus.
They really are working so hard to give us those opportunities to socialize and be outside without our masks on.
I know, it is very exciting, and I'm very grateful for that.
Same here.
For sure.
Also on Saturday, an event that I hold close to my heart will be taking place, the Hawaii Club's annual Luau.
Woo!
Come on down to the Steffen Center on May 1st to experience some Hawaiian culture. The Luau will be from 5 to 8 p.m. with one performance at 5 and another at 7. Attendees will be able to make leis, which is a Hawaiian word for a necklace made out of flowers, and enjoy some Hawaiian food. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased by using the link in the latest email from the week at ND Digest. Get your tickets before they run out. I hope to see you there.
I know, I have to get mine very soon, so I'm a little bit curious, what kind of Hawaiian food is there going to be?
Yes, at a typical luau in Hawaii, there's kalua pork, which is similar to a pulled pork sandwich, except minus the barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we also have poi. It's a traditional Hawaiian dish, which is like pudding, but doesn't taste as good as pudding because it's made from a taro plant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but those are a few teasers for some Hawaiian
Okay,
food.
well, you'll have to come and check it out. It sounds great.
Absolutely.
And we have the event of the year. I mean, in my opinion, there are lots of great events, but it is the Keenan Review. I really enjoyed this one last year. I cannot wait for this year. The show takes place this Sunday, May 2nd, in the Notre Dame Stadium, with performances at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. At the moment, the only way to enter the show is through being one of the 3 guests that each Keenan resident can bring. If you are invited by a sophomore or junior, you will attend at 1 p.m., and if you were invited by a freshman or a senior, you can see the show at 7 p.m. Make sure to remain alert for details about other ways to watch the review, and we have been informed that it will be on YouTube after the show. For these events and more, check your inbox for the week at ND Digest.
Wonderful. I didn't know they were going to stream the Keenan Review.
Yes, well, I don't believe it will be streamed, but I think afterwards it'll be filmed and premiered, so
I see.
we can enjoy it. We can enjoy it in the coming days.
Yes, in these COVID times, virtual screenings become very popular.
Yes.
Have become very popular. Excuse me. Leaving you with these events, thanks for tuning in this morning. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday morning from 5 to 7:30 a.m. on Channel 57.
But if you miss us in the morning, you can find all of our episodes on our NDTV YouTube channel under the ND Sunrise playlist.
That's right. You can follow us on social media at Notre Dame Television on Instagram, at Notre Dame TV on Twitter, and Notre Dame Television on YouTube. Here at NDTV, we're doing all that we can to keep you updated.
And if you like what we do here at NDTV, come and join the team. We are very welcoming and open to training all new members. You can email ndtv@nd.edu or stop by our studio on the 2nd floor of the Duncan Student Center right here if you are interested.
Thank you for joining us this morning on ND Sunrise. I'm Lyric Medeiros.
And I'm Abby Urban.
And from all of us here in the studio, we wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you and go Irish!